you would do anything for your dog. But do you know what your dog actually needs? Not what you assume they need? Most owners give their dog a good life. But a good life and the right life are not always the same thing. There are 6 things your dog silently craves every single day. And the fact that nobody told you about them isn't your fault. Isn't a failure of love? Actually, nobody put this in front of you until now. Let's start with the one that happens every single morning, and most owners get completely wrong. 1. The sniff lock. Picture this. You wake up, you haven't checked your phone yet, you haven't spoken to anyone, you haven't had coffee. Your mind is restless. You need information. You need to know what's happening in the world. Now imagine someone put a blindfold over your eyes, plugged your ears, took away your phone, and told you to just walk in a straight line and be grateful for the fresh air. That is what a leash correction during a sniff feels like to your dog. Here's something that will change the way you see every walk you've ever taken. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors. Ours have around 6 million. That means your dog's entire experience of the world, their news, their social life, their sense of safety, their understanding of what happened on this street while they slept, lives entirely in their nose. Every blade of grass is a conversation. Every lamppost is a bulletin board. Every single sniff is your dog reading the world they were built to live in. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who were regularly given the freedom to sniff on walks showed measurably more positive emotional states and significantly reduced stress indicators. Not because the walk was longer or the weather was better, but because their brain was finally being used. So from tomorrow, try something. Give them 1 walk a week, just one, where they lead. No pace, no direction. Wherever their nose goes, you follow. Watch what happens to their body when nobody pulls them away. Watch them exhale into it. That's not a dog messing around. That's a dog finally being a dog. And once you start seeing it, you won't be able to go back to the way you walked before. Stay with me, because later in this video, I'm going to show you the one thing almost every owner does every single evening that they believe is an act of love. It isn't, and your dog has been quietly paying the price for it. 2. The water bowl you're not thinking about. Walk over to your dog's water bowl right now. Look at it. Really look at it. How long has that water been sitting there? 6 hours? 10? Since this morning? Now close your eyes and imagine you've been home alone all day. You're thirsty. You go to the kitchen, and the only option is a glass of water that's been sitting open on the counter since before breakfast. It's flat. It smells like the room, and something in your gut says, I don't want that. That's exactly what your dog's nose is telling them every time they walk past a bowl that's been sitting too long. Dogs don't have the same thirst drive that humans do. Evolution didn't wire them to seek water the way we do, because in the wild, hydration came through prey. That means your dog isn't going to dramatically demand fresh water. They're just going to quietly drink less, and less, and less, until the damage is already done. Research published in Frontiers in Veterinary Science found that dogs with chronically low water intake face significantly elevated risks of kidney disease and urinary tract conditions. And the most chilling part is that in the early stages, you won't see a single symptom. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Change the water twice a day. Put a second bowl somewhere else in the house. A different room, a different level. Consider a pet fountain. The sound and movement of flowing water is instinctively more appealing to them than a still, silent bowl sitting in a corner. And if your dog is on dry kibble, know that they're receiving almost no moisture from their food at all. Every drink matters more than you realize. It takes 30 seconds. It could give them years. 3. A space that belongs only to them. There's something most people never think about. From the moment your dog wakes up until the moment they fall asleep, they are surrounded by stimulation that never fully stops. Sound, movement, unpredictability. People coming and going, and through all of it, they have one job. Their nervous system never lets them forget. Stay aware. Stay ready. Dogs are not wired to relax in open space. They are wired to seek shelter. In nature, they've retreated to dens, small, dark, enclosed, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. A den meant the world was manageable. It meant they could stop scanning and finally breathe. Look around your home. If your dog has nowhere truly enclosed, no covered crate, no tucked away corner, no place where the noise goes quiet and the world stops demanding their attention, then they have never once in their life with you been fully at rest. Research in canine behavior has consistently found that dogs with access to a personal, defined space show significantly fewer anxiety-related behaviors and recover from stressful events far more quickly than dogs without one. You don't need to spend money. Push a crate into the corner of a quiet room and leave the door open. Hang a blanket over a side table. Tuck a dog bed behind the sofa. That small act says something your dog has been waiting to hear. This space is yours. The world stops at this edge. You can rest now. Most owners have never given that to their dog. When you do, you'll see something that looks almost like relief. 4. The way you look at your dog. Have you ever locked eyes with your dog and felt something shift? Most owners brush it off. A sweet moment. Nothing more. But what's happening in that moment is something science has only recently been able to measure, and it will change the way you see your dog forever. In 2015, researchers at Azabu University published a study in Science. They measured oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical released between a mother and her newborn, in both dogs and their owners during mutual gazing. When they looked into each other's eyes, oxytocin rose in both of them. Not slightly, significantly. The same loop that binds a parent to a child, your dog triggers it in you, and you trigger it in them. Now think about this. Every time you glance at your phone while your dog is watching you, you're walking past the deepest connection they know how to ask for. And here's what makes it harder. They can't tap you on the shoulder. They can't say your name. They just keep watching, waiting for you to look back. So tonight, don't reach for anything. Just look at your dog, softly. No agenda, no command. You might be surprised how long they've been waiting for exactly that. And by the way, eye contact isn't the only thing your dog silently needs. Later in this video, I'm going to show you one thing almost every owner does when they leave the house, something that comes from love, that is quietly making your dog's world feel less safe every single day. If this is changing the way you think about your dog, good. Hit like and subscribe, so this reaches every owner who loves their dog but hasn't been told any of this yet. 5. Talking to them the right way. How do you talk to your dog? Most owners do one of two things: flat commands or baby talk that sounds more like they're addressing a stuffed animal. But there's a third way, and it's the only one that actually reaches them. In 2017, researchers Ben Aderet, Galigo Abenza, Rebbe, and Madivon published a study in Proceedings of the Royal Society B. They tested dogs' responses to standard adult speech versus dog-directed speech. Warm, emotionally expressive, slightly elevated in pitch. Dogs were dramatically more engaged and more likely to move toward the speaker, not because the words changed, because the emotional tone did. Because the voice felt like it meant something. Here's what that tells you. Your dog doesn't understand most of your words, but they understand everything about how you say them. When your voice is flat and distracted, they feel it, not as information, but as atmosphere. Imagine spending your whole life with someone who always spoke to you like they were slightly too busy to mean it. No anger, just distance. You'd feel it even if you couldn't name it. Your dog feels it every single day. Talk to them. Say their name like it means something when you walk past. It costs nothing. To them, it's the difference between existing in your life and being part of it. 6. The rhythm they need you to keep. Earlier, I made you a promise that I'd show you the one thing almost every owner does daily, completely innocently, that is quietly undermining their dog's sense of security. Here it is. Inconsistency. Not cruelty. Not neglect. Just Monday the walk is at 7, Wednesday it's at noon, the weekend has no pattern at all. Brood comes early some days, late others. Sometimes the house is calm. Sometimes it's chaotic. And your dog never knows which version they're waking up into. You think it's fine. Your dog doesn't notice. Life is unpredictable. Why would a dog be any different? Here's why. In the wild, an unpredictable environment doesn't mean variety. It means danger. It means a threat you didn't hear coming. A food source that vanished without warning. A world that cannot be trusted. Your dog's nervous system was built in that world, and it has not forgotten. Every day without a reliable rhythm is, on a cellular level, a day spent slightly on alert, muscles half tensed, ears half raised, waiting for what they couldn't predict. Research published in the journal Animals found that dogs living within consistent daily routines showed significantly lower cortisol levels, the primary biological marker of stress, compared to dogs whose schedules shifted regularly. Routine isn't comfort. To a dog, routine is proof the world is safe. You don't need a military timetable. You need anchors. Same time for the morning walk. Same time for dinner. Same time the house goes quiet at night. 3 fixed points in a day, and your dog's nervous system can finally stop bracing. Give them that rhythm. Then watch what they become when they no longer have to prepare for the unexpected, calmer, softer, more present, more trusting. The dog you always believed they could be, finally given permission to arrive. Not a dog that endures the day until you come home. A dog that lives it, fully, safely, alongside you.